Hi everyone, this is Elizabeth with 217 Creations, and I'm here today to show you how I did the embossing for my latest mini album that's made from coasters. And for this project, this was the completed project. And for this project, you're going to need these items. An ink, and I just have a preference for Distress ink. I like it. It's got just the right consistency for this process. This is one of the new Tim Holtz colors. It's called Festive Berries. You're going to need, for your Cuttlebug, 2 B plates and your A plate, as well as your coaster and your folder. And last but not least, your Cuttlebug. So let's get started. I'm going to kind of zoom out just a little bit, so bear with me. And I'm going to warn you now, my nails and my fingers are dirty because, as you can see, I have been inking like crazy. And as a result, my fingers are a mess. And I've tried to clean them for 2 days now, and they're slowly coming cleaner and cleaner. So I apologize right now, but I guess that's just the nature of the beast when you're inking as much as I have been lately. So I'm going to move this kind of over here. And I'm going to get my sandwich out. Okay, so you're going to put your coaster inside your folder. You're going to lay a B plate. Put your item here. Lay a B plate on top. I'm going to turn this so I can do it. I'm right-handed, so. And it's going to be a little hard. You can see how I'm having to work it, but it'll go through and it will not crack your plate, so don't worry. It's just going to be a really tight fit. So we don't need those anymore. And there's your embossed coaster. Now, the really cool about using coaster material, especially if you use it for a mini album, is that you're going to get 2 sides to it. You're going to get the embossed side and then the debossed side. Now, on this particular folder, this candy cane stripe folder, it's hard to tell the difference between the embossed and the embossed. The embossed and debossed, sorry. It's hard to tell the difference, but on some of these folders, you can have a distinct difference between the front and the back. So, let's see, let me find. This is a good example. Okay, so see these keys? You can see that the dark part is raised. Look at the debossed side. The keys are recessed. So playing with those coasters, you can really get some cool effects with embossing and debossing. So the next thing you're going to need is to protect your work surface. And you're going to need your ink. So I'm going to zoom back in so you can watch me. As you can tell from my mini album, I used several different ink colors. I mean, lots and lots of different inks. And the nice thing about Distress inks is that the colors are made to kind of blend and work with each other. Some blend a little bit nicer than others, but just play with the combinations. This is, as you can see, the idea is not perfection. The idea is kind of that eclectic, altered feel to it, which I really love. So all I do is take my Distress ink pad, and there you go. And that's all I did literally for the entire album. If you're going to use 2 colors, then you can swatch one, then swatch the other. Let me grab another 2 colors and I'll show you a different color combination on this side. Give me just a second. Okay, so let's do, how about Evergreen Bough and the new Ice Spruce. These are both in the same winter collection from Tim Holtz. Let me flip those your direction. And there we go. So let's start with the light one. It's got a little bit of depth to it, but it doesn't have a lot of bright color. A little evergreen bough. See? And you kind of get these really cool effects with it. And you can mix and blend those colors. I mean, you can even come in with like the festive berries and trim out the sides. So then your coaster's tinted around the edges, but it's lots and lots of fun, and there's lots of different possibilities. It's not just one way or another way, and it works for all the Cuttlebug folders as well as any of the Sizzix folders, quick cuts, any of those. This process works. And coaster material, if you're wondering where to get it, my local scrapbook store sells it here in Kansas City, but I'm sure you could also find them online. I would just Google white blank coasters and see what you can find. Just to give you an idea, the ones that I got are about, the circle ones that I used in here are 4 inches for this one, and then this one is about 4.5 inches. So have fun with it, play with it. You can put these on cards, you can put them on layouts, you can use them as photo mats. I mean, just think of all the possibilities that you can have. And the nice thing is they add depth and dimension without putting a ton of thickness. So if you are the kind of person who does a layout and you want it to fit into a sleeve, or you don't want it to stand up too much, this can be a fun way to add dimension without putting on something that's really thick and it won't fit into your album. So I hope you liked this tutorial today, and as always, thank you so much for your comments and subscribing and following here. You can also find the full tutorial on how to make this album on my YouTube channel. I have a demonstration of the entire album, like all the parts about it. But if you want the file to actually make the album, you'll have to go to my blog at 217creations.com, and there you'll find the free file as well as a full photo tutorial on how to make this. I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks again as always. Bye-bye.